And that was my view last Sunday morning as we got ready to fly out from Greensboro to Miami. In turn, we'd pick up so we were on an Embraer 175, just like what we're flying today. And we flew out to Comayagua on a 737-800. They have a regular flight that flies back and forth from Miami to Comayagua to the Palmarola airport, and it's a nice plane. I love that 737, and it gives you perspective when you fly on it and realize there's 179 people on that plane or close, and you look at perspective. So same with the Embraer E175. It is a workhorse for American Eagle flying. This particular flight flies out of Greensboro back and forth to Miami. I am not an expert on the E175. Let's just say functional expert. I don't know how to. I have never flown this E175. I've had the E195 and I had let it sit for a long time. I've been flying my MD-80. I thoroughly enjoyed my MD-80. But so this is a more modern version. It has more bells and whistles in terms of it does. I mean, self-service bells and whistles. It does everything. It just takes care of all the little things you need to worry with. So we're going to see how we get in and out today. If we can do it, I, I don't think I have configured my sim brief on it yet, but let's see if it's already configured from prior versions. So we'll go to ground services here. By the way, I really think we can do without the GPU, and we're going to go straight to the APU today, so we'll leave that off. Engine covers, honestly, I'm going to have it so I never use the engine covers. Don't really need them, but we will need the door opened up there. We need our services, our cargo services. Back off. Aft cargo and aft services. So we'll leave that open. Passengers will be coming in through the jetway today. And it looks like our sim brief ID is in here. Yay! So we can go ahead and pull that down. I'm going to view the load sheet. So here's our load sheet. Looks like how many passengers are we carrying today? Cabin A's got 17, 19, 17, and 16. Up to cabin D. Weight load distribution looks good. Our ZFW at the present 65,129, and we are going to go ahead and load the plane. Should get a little shutter there. So that goes ahead and gets us loaded. In terms of performance, where are we going out on today? We're going out on 05 right, which is what I'm trying to think, is that what we went on last time? I think it was, yeah, with a morning flight, 05 right. So we're going to move that to 05 right. Takeoff configuration, right there is at 1 conditions. Wait, let me get my numbers up for this. Current QNH, by the way, in Greensboro is 30.15. And takeoff weight is 74,887. Thrust, takeoff thrust, I think will be takeoff 2. And dry conditions this morning. Flaps will be at 2 for takeoff. Winds will be. Give me a second, I'm slow. I am very slow Okay, hold on. Okay, here we go. Takeoff winds are from 038 at 8. 038. And our current temp is 16. And there we go. We've got those numbers. I am not doing a straight checklist, and I'm a checklist guy, but I just feel like right now it will slow me down. So we'll try to go do without it. Morning. I've never seen wheel covers on an E175, so we're going to take them off. Weight units, I want in pounds. I think that's what I want. Let me see here. Actually, we're in kilograms there, so I'm going to move this back to kilograms. Okay. I like natural lighting. Okay. Okay. Right, so we're loaded. I'm going to go ahead and close the doors. Move ground objects. That weather's looking nice today. Our flight last Sunday, our gate was on the other side, so our gate was on this side, and the pilot going through the checklist had a failure on hydraulics, and in a matter of 22 minutes, we were in. Our plane was changed. Our gate was changed to this side, and they had a plane waiting for us. So I'm trying to put us in the exact spot here. Okay. Right. So we are loaded. We're ready to go up to the top here. And first things first, before you do anything, you need power. So battery 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. As you find your seats, please throw any
Battery 2.
luggage in the overhead compartment and place any smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you are seated in row 1, those are all end seats and there's no room in front of you, so you'll need to put your items in an overhead bin.
And the
Let me know if I can be
DVD-R test I usually do, but you can't. It doesn't really work. That's one thing I'll say it does not work. So, right. We are sterile cockpit now. I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Fuel is already set. DC pumps, AC 1 and 2 are on auto. Emergency lights are to the armed. No smoking sign is on. Like I don't know. This is a newer jet. I don't even know why no smoking's on there. That's ridiculous. Just put no electronics. Make it easier. We go straight to the APU control. We kick it one time first. If we look down here, nothing's happening yet. That's why we have to kick it again. You hear it? Then see here, APU's coming up. Let's go and look. Good job, guys. Good job. That looks nice. We've got some more power. These screens will start to come alive. There we go. I'm a little slow. It took me a while to figure out that those screens actually do come up once we have power. Okay. Let's double check, make sure we haven't missed anything else here. So we've got APU on. Nav light, external nav light is on. We're going to go ahead and put the red beacon light on. Strobe doesn't need to be on. Taxis are not needed and landing aren't needed yet. The pumps to the on position. And by the way, when the light's off, it's on. Just in case you wonder. Lights off, it's on. Okay. A lot of automatic stuff. If you think about this compared to a 737-800, you don't have a whole lot going on here. Okay. All right, so let's go to our settings here. We're going to start out with performance. Not sure what's up there. I have not updated my AirAC. Little concerned about that. AirAC doesn't have my current active. We'll see how that impacts us, because that could be a showstopper. That really could be a showstopper. Okay. All right, so we're heading to Miami. I'm going to go here to our flight plan list. See if I can find my flight plan. There. Don't forget your coffee. Looking for KGSO. Almost there. Okay, KGSO, KMIA. So let's load that. And for our flight ID, I'm going to activate that. But then I'm going to put our flight ID, I think I'll put our flight ID as EGF. That's for American Eagle 110. Alright, just had a pause there. That's not good. See if it'll come back. Okay, that was not good. We just had a total kick out just then. Literally. Why don't we go back in and see what happens? See what happened. Before we do that though, why don't we go to our log. Also, I'm wondering if this is connected to that AirAC message, and we're gonna address that. I think we will address that since we're out. So, I literally just loaded this plane, so I did not update AirAC before we started, and there's a possibility it's connected. Let's see log. See what happened here. Let's see if I see anything related here. And we'll check the dump log also. going to debug. Okay. I don't have anything that really jumps out at me. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and update the Navigraph because this is a new plane. So let's go ahead and do an update. Right. So new plane. I'm going to I'm going to start by doing, I think, a scan to see if it finds something. We'll refresh that. Index. And add-ons list, add mapping, scan. No. See if there's anything here I need. So we'll go to XCraft. See if we find one for XCraft. No, we've got, we may be covered. Here we go. So we have the Xplane, GNS 75 flight factor and arrow and all that. But I think I already have an update for that one. Let me see it. Let's find it. GNS, here we go. So here's what I'm going to do. Oh, I'm not, oh, I don't want it to go away. I'm going to go back to, no, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go back to my main page. I don't want to scan anymore. Let's just save. Okay. And I'm going to find this one. Click on it. I'm going to update there. What I'm doing right now is simply updating my Iraq because I did see that it was errored out in the FMS, and since we were messing with the SMS, we'll see if this has anything, if there's any connections. There may be no connections at all, but I'll try it. Yeah, once again, I'm going to go back one more time. If you ever have a crash like this and you're just like, you don't know you don't even know where to start, the best file to start with is the log file. And you can miss something real easy on the log file. But let's go all the way down. Violation by XPUIC. Plug in XPUS. Okay, something it doesn't like about XPUS. I don't know anything about that. Widgets, manifest. Looking for where usually you'll see the crash message. Accepting receipt. We'll fetch. Little weather messages there. Remember, it hung there, and then once it hung, this is the file that's writing at that moment. Let's see if there's anything in here sticks out, and check our timestamps to see if it matches up. For . That's St. Pete. That's old. Honestly, there's the XCraft flight plan, log ATC, XCraft user, FMS. Let's check this one more time. I don't see anything out of sorts. So we're going back in. Okay, let's try it again. Looks like we're updated here. I don't understand this on this. This is 2511 revision 1, and evidently there's a revision 2. We'll see where this says McKnight 787 revision 2, and I don't know what that is. Okay. All right, let's see if we can get back in. Okay. We're going back. Okay. All right, so that was a crash that happened while we were on the FMS. This is the XCraft E175. Just loaded. And I'm going to try to hit resume last flight, see what happens. I mean, especially since we're sitting at the gate. Let's see how much is in there. See if it works. This is not a complicated airport. It's not a custom airport. This is strictly the Greensboro Piedmont Triad International, and it looks like it's loading. Come on. There we go.
Please check your quarantine scripts folder.
All right, we're just basically back at the gate. I am going to make a change on something I made earlier, which this is I think I have it set for. Is that setting? I have this set to 16, and I think earlier I had it set to 4 or 8. And aliasing. Enteroscopics, okay, we'll leave that up. Take it out just a hair. Okay. All right, we're basically, this will pick us back up at weight. We'll go start back at weight and balance. So let's go ahead and do gate. Whoa, okay. Little bit. Okay. And welcome to Piedmont Triad International Airport, which I wish was a little bit busier, but it's nice when you're trying to get through customs. Okay. All right, we're going to do passenger door, forward service, forward cargo, aft service. Weight and balance, request company load sheet, loaded. I think I did, yeah. And we're going out on 05 right. And I've got our winds info. Let me pull it up again. Temp here is 16. QNH is 30.15. Our takeoff thrust is set to takeoff. Actually, we're going to leave it at takeoff 2. Flaps 2. And current winds are 038 at 8. 038 at 08. Make sure I got this. Yep, 16 temp. Flaps 2. Yeah, we're good there. Okay. Right, next let's apply, we need some power. Battery on. And battery 2. Fuel is already set for auto. Emergency brake armed. Sterile cockpit is engaged. No smoking and seatbelt signs are on. We have the logo light. Nav light is on and the beacon light is on. We hit the AP one time and basically it will make sure everything's good. Let's hit it again. We should see that running up. APU's running up now. That's good. Good, good, good. Sounds good. Right, we're gonna go. That back door should not be open. Here, hold on. Passenger door closed. Forward services. Engine cowls covered. Objects all way. Aft and aft services. Everything's closed. So we're closed up outside. Good job. Right. I think first things first. See if Brian's back with us. Is he? Yeah. Brian, can you get our IFR clearance to for Miami, please?
I'll get our IFR clearance to Miami.
Greensboro clearance, Alpaca 2 uniform. We'd like to collect our IFR clearance, and we have hotel.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
I need to fix that ID identification. How about
Eagle Flight 110, Greensboro clearance cleared to Miami via the TRI 9er departure. Then is filed. Climb and maintain 4,000. Expect flight level 28010 minutes after departure. Departure on 124.35, squawk 1277. Expect runway 5 right.
Oh, and I did learn something, if this works correctly. What he just said, first of all, I can use this in place of, I think 30.15. I sure can. So I'm going to bring this up to 27. Wait. Ah, that is so cool. Okay, so I can set my I could set that like that. That is cool. So that comes in handy, especially when you're trying to move around with these buttons and you're in the middle of a flight. That can come in real handy. Realistic, not necessarily. I mean, at least that part, but worked on adventures, right? Okay, so I noticed too, it's already got our current altitude is about 880 feet where we are right now. So it's good. Just, it worked its way out. Right. Now back to our performance here. It's still got an air rack error. I'm not sure yet how we're going to fix that. Not really sure. Yeah, we'll figure that out though. Yeah, we're headed to KMIA. I'm going to go get our flight plan from one I've already got in here. KGSO to Miami.
Minimum clearance, Cessna 972 Sierra Lima requesting VFR clearance.
We're going out on runway 05 right.
Departure at 124.35, squawk 6445, expecting runway 23 right, Cessna 972 Sierra Lima.
Why don't we do that again?
Piedmont 1240, read back correct.
Tower, good morning, Cessna 972, requesting clearance for takeoff.
Let me get back to that. Okay, we're loaded there. Departure, runway 05 right. I need tree 9 for our departure and Carwin. And I'm going to apply that. And I'm going to activate that too, and we'll work through that. So tree 1 Carwin, direct. Let's walk through these. And I did learn too, I can actually change the size of what I'm looking at like this. I'm just scrolling right now, which is kind of cool. Okay. So if I want to walk through my different my flight plan, I can do it that way instead. Okay. Okay. So anyway, see if we got anything out of sorts. Or direct all the way to Miami. Okay. Let's put in arrival. Our arrival runway is 26 right. We're coming in on the localizer and systole. I don't have systole. Arrival should be systole, should be our arrival. 26 right, systole Deborah. Let's see, what if we do go with rods? I would rather come in on 08 right if it's available. Can I change that? Yes. Okay. I did actually make a big change there. So far we've gotten performance in it. We've gotten our cruise. We haven't put in our cruise altitude yet, so let's put in 270. Really confused about why I can't put that in, because if I can't put that in, it may confuse it. Well, let me see if there's something I'm doing. See, without those numbers, I've got an issue there. Let me fix that, okay? Fix that. Well, it's the smartest cat in the house. Anyway. Yeah. Yes. He's smart. Okay, we're gonna. Right, I'm gonna send that here. There we go. V-speeds are loaded. Okay, I still got. This is the part here where I've got to figure this out. I've got to get my top of climb in. Or we're gonna stay at the gate. Okay, cruise. I want to enter my cruise altitude, which is 270. Won't let me do it there. Won't let me do it there. We will figure this out. It may take a second.
Good morning, Peterman 655, requesting clearance to Charlotte.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Clear to Charlotte, radar vector Shirley, climb and maintain 4,000, then flight level 140, 10 minutes after departure, squawk 4765, departure runway 23 left, Peterman 655.
270 is there, but that's the speed. 0.74, Mach 0.74. 18,000 is our transition altitude, and it's in there. I don't know where. Oh, let's see if there's somewhere else I can put it in. I'm missing something here. We'll figure it out. Here's what I need. I can't put in the cruise altitude. I don't know how. We'll figure it out. Is there another page or something I'm missing? Even if I put in 27, okay, there's 27. If I put it all in, it won't allow it to be entered. Still no joy there.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
We're going to walk through things here. So our performance altitude is this. Okay, I did not put the alternate fuel yet though.
Piedmont side, clearance, good morning, Delta 1245 requesting IFR clearance to LaGuardia.
640.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Quit. Stop it. No. No, 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 no.
There we go. Persistence, persistence, persistence. Woohoo! Okay, and this is where I can actually put in my ZFW too. Actually, ZFW, which I need that weight and balance, which is 65129. Without it, it can't calculate. And then our center of gravity, takeoff center of gravity is 17.5. And we are cooking with gas. Actually, fuel, jet fuel. It's not different. Okay. Now next page. Oh, excuse me. Cruise winds. Let's put in cruise winds. I was not going to let that get me. I was not going to win. Hold on, we're getting our cruise winds. Okay, so those were the settings I was missing before, which explains some issues that I had, some really bad issues, one of which was balance. Bad balance. Okay. Now we're there. Okay. 237043. 2. That's better. Okay. Much better. Okay, what's this next page? Okay, so now cruise speed, climb speed, cruise speed, all entered. That's wonderful, wonderful. And we're doing a can I do a flex takeoff? Flex temp is 40. And conditions are dry. And
Greensboro clear. We're on 1949 Echo with
takeoff winds are 0388. Elevation's just right, 900 feet. You got it. You got it. Good job, guys. A little persistence, and then our runway heading is 055. That's good. Now, we're ready. I think we're ready. We'll be at flaps 2 on takeoff. In fact, we can go ahead and we're in much better shape than we were. Brian, you're in charge of all comms.
I'll handle the comms from here.
That is hard. Okay, all right. It's looking really good. Good job, guys. Okay, so now what we're going to need in place is for our nav. You're not let me do that yet, are you? Okay. Ron, can you get our pushback and start clearance?
I'll get our pushback clearance.
Greensboro ground, Eagle Flight 110 requesting pushback. We have hotel.
Got issues, keyboard issues now. What's going on and why is it doing that? Well, I like that. Okay. Alright, I've lost the keyboard. Okay, we're gonna go out right here. Keyboard. Escape fixed it. Okay. Brown, are we clear for pushback?
Ground
Clear
to
for pushback,
cockpit.
Steve.
Please show me where you want to go.
Contact tower on 119.1 so long.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
That was some overlay that caused that problem with the keyboard. Don't know what it was. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be delayed taking off by around 30 minutes because our pilot doesn't know how to fly this plane. Thank you for flying American Eagle. Have a good day and hopefully a good life. All right.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Yes, we've been at this for a while. Me muddling my way through XCraft, the XCraft E175, but I think I learned a lot of lessons. FMS is a little bit trickier, especially since I'm used to the McDo's and the FMSs. Also, I think I'll be flying with this, like this, the whole flight.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
You heard that. We're going to start some engines. Gentlemen, start your... There we go. Okay, we're going to start with engine 2.
I have 36 available workers. I can't do anything. I have all the materials needed to build things, but I don't have the people.
I will say this, that engine's quiet.
Ground, 151 Lima Charlie with you, taxi to the FBO.
Columbia 151 Lima, Charlie Greensboro ground, taxi signature aviation via Delta, Kilo Juliet 1. Have a good day.
Signature aviation, Delta, Kilo, Juliet 1. Have a good day yourself. 51 Lima Charlie.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
I think we got a good start on that. I need to check it. Something's wrong. Make sure everything's okay.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Population just went to 5,000. I'm so happy. I have workers. I have slaves again. Let's go. I can slave my people again. Never mind, I'm still complaining.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have fun up there.
Right, is everything okay here? The engines don't have much noise. Yeah, it's kind of freaky. The engines are just very, very... It looks okay. Okay. All right. All right, so close these. Wow. All right, so our logo light is on, nose light is on, side lights, red beacon and strobe is on right now. Landing lights are not on yet. And the question for me is, do I need to turn the APU bleed off? Well, actually, I'm going to turn the APU off. Is there anything more I have to do there? Check your checklist. So thrust levers idle, quantity, McDo set. They call it a McDo. I don't know what to say there. Doors and windows, associated, engine parameters, monitor, ground equipment remove, slats set, checked, brake temps, ICAS, transponder. We're squawking 1277. Brian, what's the transponder code?
Say again.
Transponder code given to us.
Our transponder code is 1277.
Thank you.
Pushback is approved, tail northwest. Let's get started.
FDIR is off. What does it mean when FDIR is off? Flight. Oh.
FDIR stands for Flight Data Integrity Reference. When it's off, it means the system isn't actively monitoring the integrity of flight data, which could affect the accuracy of navigation and flight control systems.
Quite simply, my flight directors are off. And what about, do I have to set this one too? Are we good? No, I don't think I have to enable. Do I have to enable the co-pilot flight director also, or just mine?
You should enable both flight directors for redundancy and better situational awareness.
All right, they automatically go. Okay, we're good. This is okay, I think we're finally to the point where the marathon gate time is over. The passengers will stop cussing me out. Okay. I like the sidewall lights. Aft galley area needs to be down. Okay. One more thing. We'll be taxiing. I need about 1 minute. All right, Brian, you got our taxi clearance.
I'll get our taxi clearance.
Greensboro ground, Eagle Flight 110, ready to taxi. We have hotel. Eagle Flight 110, runway 5 right, taxi via Juliet 2, Kilo, hold short of runway 14, then Alpha.
I want to know what the... Do you have it like pulled up what the...
Runway 5 right, Juliet 2, Kilo, hold short of runway 14, then Alpha. Eagle Flight 110.
No takeoff. Break.
Oh, that's why they genuinely couldn't push the game. So they like...
I'm really kind of pumped to get this thing going. Let's get this party started. But I'll tell you this, it's I think it was the McDo, the way the McDo, where everything is on it, but they call it a McDo. I'm assuming they like copying Airbus more than the Boeing. But it's just a matter of figuring out how to get around. So far on my right here, I have all LNAV, VNAV, both set.
And cross-check. Welcome everyone on board on behalf of American Eagles. Captain Steve Good, First Officer Brian Song, and the entire crew on this flight to Miami. My name is Erica, and I am your lead flight attendant today, along with my fellow crew members, Sarah, John, and Mike. Please pay close attention to the upcoming safety demonstration, as it contains important information even for frequent flyers. To fasten your seatbelt, insert the metal fitting into the Mobile phones and electronic devices must be set to flight mode, and larger devices must be securely stowed during takeoff and landing. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are prohibited anywhere on board, including the lavatories. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop automatically. Pull the mask firmly, place it over your nose and mouth, and breathe normally. Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. Life vests are located under your seat or between the seats. To put it on, pull it over your head, fasten it, and inflate it only after leaving the aircraft. Special life vests for children are available. Floor level lighting will guide you to the nearest exit,
Auto brake.
which is clearly marked. Please note that the nearest exit may be behind you.
Oh my gosh.
In case of evacuation, leave all personal belongings behind and follow all safety instructions from the crew immediately. The brace position is to bend forward with your head against your knees. Please follow crew instructions at all times. The safety information card in your seat pocket contains all details. Thank you for your attention.
Roger. 512 Alpha Bravo, contact the tower.
Switching to tower on 119.1. Eagle Flight 110.
Oh, and this is a high rank game too. This is like horrible. Or not.
Greensboro Tower, Eagle Flight 110, holding short of 5 right, ready for departure.
Landing lights on. Nav light, red beacon is active.
Eagle Flight 110, Greensboro Tower, runway 5 right, wind 030 at 8, gusting 16, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 5 right, cleared for takeoff. Eagle Flight 110.
Clear for takeoff.
Takeoff okay.
Well, thank you, Miss E175.
I know I gotta get the Casper. Easier I can do that though.
$80 knots. B1, rotate. Positive rate. Gear up.
Eagle Flight 110, contact departure on 124.35.
Switching to departure. Greensboro departure, Eagle Flight 110. Good afternoon. We're descending to 1500.
Eagle Flight 110, Greensboro departure, radar contact.
High speed. High speed. High
Throttle.
speed. High speed. High speed. High speed. High speed. High speed.
All right, I think I'm back at it. Okay. Okay, nice view there. Okay, good.
Eagle Flight 110, Greensboro departure, direct Greensboro, then as filed, please.
Okay, he's sending us direct to Greensboro. Good. Right, so he's moved us direct to Greensboro, so we're heading direct there, and then we'll head from direct to from the Greensboro to Bolts, and it will follow the FMS for the climb. What's wrong?
Eagle Flight 110, Greensboro departure, climb and maintain flight level 250.
Climb and maintain flight level 250. Eagle Flight 110.
Okay, it's going to continue to climb, so that's good. Great, so far it's following a good path. We'll hit Bolt, and then Bolt will let us make a slight right on the Carwin, and then it's basically we'll be south from then on, all the way down. Okay. The question is, can we make it? Okay. So we have a button. I have a button here. What is it? FMS.
Dear guests, the lavatories are now available for your convenience. You may now use approved electronic devices in flight mode. Cabin service will begin shortly, so please sit back and relax. Thank you for choosing American Eagles for your journey to Miami.
Okay, we're above 10,000. Landing lights are off. And passengers can use the lavatories. Okay. Let's take a look at our flight plan. So currently at 270 at what would be 180 knots. 180 knots.
Eagle Flight 110, climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280. Eagle Flight 110.
I thought my flight level was 270. You cold? Oh, well, that window is cold. Right, we're just making a slight right on Bolt here to Kerwin and continuing on.
Eagle Flight 110, contact Atlanta Center on 133.15.
Contacting Atlanta Center on 133.15. Eagle Flight 110. Atlanta Center, Eagle Flight 110. Good afternoon. Climbing to flight level 190, aiming for flight level 280.
Eagle Flight 110, Atlanta Center. Good afternoon.
So if I understand correctly, on the FMS, our nav, maybe some of these are automatically set up. The 11090 says auto, and I wonder if that was automatically set up. I think it was. Okay. Right, we're 583 miles outside of Miami, and it's pretty much, we're about to make this slight right here, our slight left, and it's a straight shot all the way in. We're going to be coming in on 08 right. One thing I did not do, I should have, is I had the flaps set. My flaps had been on 2. The flaps had been on the 2 setting, and I did not retract them. I'm surprised it didn't give me a warning, but it held my, I noticed already it held my speed. So now that it's not active, I see it already going up. Yeah.
Dear guests, the cabin crew will now begin the snack and beverage service. We have some popular items from our menu, including our delicious chicken salad and refreshing fruit juices. After the service, selected items from the American Eagle shop will be available for you to browse. Thank you for your attention.
In case anybody wants to see the inside of the interior of this one here, it's really nice. The only thing I wish they would have done, and I'm not giving them a hard time because they did a great job. The interior looks just like a real E175. And they didn't put the seat numbers on each one, and for whatever reason, I know it's not a lot to do, but it would have looked a lot better, kind of give it more authenticity, and have the seat numbers. Everything else, it looks just like the inside of the Embraer. Wow. Including this. We really don't need those now. The sidewalls are lit up. Galley area, they need their light. I haven't figured that out yet. And how's the temp in here? We'll have it about 72 in the cabin. Okay. Almost at cruise altitude. I think what's different is this plane has a much like modern feel, newer the interior. Okay. Now it's my understanding there is it should automatically descend. So I guess we're going to see if it does or not. Right, it's giving me a little pop-up on the altitude that we're almost there. Can I do it?
Eagle Flight 110, Atlanta Center. Please expedite your climb to flight level 280.
Expediting climb to flight level 280, Eagle Flight 110.
As soon as I figure out where that is, that setting is for it.
Eagle Flight 110, contact Jacksonville Center on 133.45.
Contacting Jacksonville Center on 133.45, Eagle Flight 110. Jacksonville Center, Eagle Flight 110, afternoon, maintaining flight level 270.
Eagle Flight 110, Jacksonville Center, good afternoon.
Jacksonville Center, Air Force One, request flight level 350. Air Force One, climb and maintain flight level 350.
Love you.
Flight level 350, Air Force One. Air Force One, contact Jacksonville Center on 127.875.
Okay, I just hit flight level change, and now I'll go back and hit VNav again. Alright, we reached altitude, and now I'm going to hit VNav again. Okay. Alright, so Ron, why don't you brief our descent and approach?
Arriving in Miami on runway 26 right using the RNAV approach. We'll be flying the Coastal 3 arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the RNAV to runway 26 right. Weather at arrival shows winds 330 at 7 knots. Few clouds at 3100 feet. No significant weather expected. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 1277, and approach frequency will be 125.4. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
Eagle Flight 110, we're requesting a change to an ILS runway on our arrival to Miami.
Eagle Flight 110, expect the ILS runway 26 left approach into Miami.
Expecting the ILS runway 26 left approach into Miami. Eagle Flight 110.
Okay, have a good test there. So we'll go to arrival, runway, 26 left, ILS 26 left. Woohoo! Okay, I'll take it. That's all I wanted. ILS runway. And that gives us Sistel and Deborah. Seastall. Eagle Flight 110, what arrival can we expect?
Eagle Flight 110, expect the Coastal 3 arrival into Miami.
Expecting the Coastal 3 arrival into Miami. Eagle Flight 110.
Good. Okay, so we are coming in coastal. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so I think I really do. I do like this one. It's the panels are so much more simplified. Like this here, the upper panel. Auto is everywhere in this case. Yeah. I'm gonna take that off. All right, enjoy the ride.
Flight 110, contact Jacksonville Center on 126.125.
Contact Jacksonville Center on 12. Jacksonville Center, Eagle Flight 110 afternoon, maintaining flight level 280. Jacksonville Center, Eagle Flight 110, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 280.
Eagle Flight 110, Jacksonville Center, good afternoon. Contact Jacksonville Center on 135.45.
Contact Jacksonville Center on 135.45. Eagle Flight 110. Jacksonville Center, Eagle Flight 110. Good afternoon. Maintaining flight level 280.
Eagle Flight 110, Jacksonville Center. Good afternoon. Flight 110, Jacksonville Center. Expect the Coastal 3 arrival. Prepare to descend in roughly 20 minutes. Reach out if you want an early start.
Expect the Coastal 3 arrival. We'll prepare to descend in about 20 minutes. We'll contact if you need an early start. Eagle Flight 110.
All right. By the way, this aircraft, wow, the inside really does look good. You know, I mean, it looks recent. I think that's what's nice about it. Okay, see where we are now. So Deborah's got 280, but then it looks like from Deborah to Rods, we start really backing off here. See, Deborah to Roads. Yeah. Got a slight left here. Right, do we need to reset our altitude? Alright, it's time to start descent. Brian, do you want to get our clearance to descend?
I'll request descent clearance from ATC.
Jacksonville Center, Eagle Flight 110 requesting descent to a lower altitude.
Eagle Flight 110, descend via Coastal 3 into Miami, altimeter 3016.
Descend via Coastal 3 into Miami, altimeter 3016, Eagle Flight 110.
Now, okay, some things I don't understand. My descend now is not available.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have begun our approach to Miami. At this time, we kindly ask everyone to return to your seats, stow your tray tables, and fasten your seatbelts. Please note that the use of the lavatories is no longer permitted. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
So we have some at or aboves to hit here. We'll see how that goes. I don't like the rate of ascent. We're about 3,000 feet per minute. It's not really necessary. So it's got some mandatory flight levels that it will hold to, one of which will be 6,000. Okay, we should be okay. But I will say it seems like
Eagle Flight 110, contact Miami Center on 134.35.
it has a very aggressive descent rate.
Eagle Flight 110.
All right. So we're coming in on 26 left. Yeah, is operable.
Miami
Winds.
Center, Eagle Flight 110 afternoon, descending to flight level 190.
Eagle
Eagle Flight 110, Miami Center. Good afternoon, Miami altimeter 3013. Altimeter 3013, Eagle Flight 110. Miami Center, Spirit Wings 986, flight level 340. Spirit Wings 986, Miami Center, good afternoon. Eagle Flight 110, contact Orlando approach on 134.905. Contacting Orlando approach on 134.905, Eagle Flight 110. Orlando approach, Eagle Flight 110 afternoon, descending to 10,000.
Eagle Flight 110, Orlando approach. Good afternoon, Miami altimeter 3012. Cleared roads transition. Expect the ILS runway 26 left approach into Miami.
Altimeter 3012, cleared roads transition. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach, Eagle Flight 110.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now on our final approach into Miami. At this time, please turn off all electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. Kindly return your tray tables to their upright position. Ensure your seats are fully upright and fasten your seatbelts. Our assigned gate is currently not assigned, but we will update you as soon as we have that information. Thank you for your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
Diamond 124 Papa Tango, Orlando approach, radar contact, turn right, heading 335, vectors to my left and no navigation.
Right turn 335, vector to Moet, and then navigation. 94 Papa Tango.
4 Papa Tango, contact Miami Center on 128.65.
Miami Center on 128.65. Done. 4 Papa Tango.
It's a great view.
High speed. High speed. High speed. High speed.
It's fussing at me because I went to flaps 1. I really don't need to. Brian, brief the approach and the landing. All right, we're about 110 miles outside of Miami, and I actually descended earlier than I intended. So our top of descent would have been a lot closer. That'll be the part I'm having to work on this E-Jet. I also noticed it didn't descend on its own, or it didn't do an automatic descent, so it's all right.
Eagle Flight 110, contact Palm Beach approach on 123.625.
Switching to Palm Beach approach on 123.625. Eagle Flight 110. Palm Beach approach, Eagle Flight 110. Good afternoon, maintaining 2500 feet.
Eagle Flight 110, Palm Beach approach. Good afternoon, Miami altimeter 3010.
I still think it's a neat aircraft though. The interior, very bright. Everything's easy to see. Not perfect by any stretch, but I mean there's some imperfections, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, it does. It will be nice to be down a little. We're right at 3,000 feet now, but get a kind of a lower view of everything around Miami and the custom scenery in Miami. All right, about 100 miles out. We're flying at about 210 knots. So basically, the one thing I was pleased I got off on takeoff, had the settings correct, had everything loaded correctly, but my descent was a little bit like goofy. I'm going to be landing on flaps 5. Not quite full. Oh, cool.
It works. Yep, it works.
Honestly, I think we're either going to go back. I'm going to fly back to Greensboro, and they're the 737-800. So we're going to take a more populated flight. We can make a Charlotte. I think Charlotte would be better. Or the Airbus A321neo, one of the two. One thing I am kind of looking forward to is this aircraft handles really well. Like just it hand flies really well. So taking it down to the runway will be nice. Be a nice that will be a nice, joyous 1,000 feet. So basically VREF is 130 and 5 flaps 5. And
Palm Beach departure, Convention 94 Papa. Can we go ahead and pick up our IFR to Spruce Creek?
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
I did 94 Papa. Direct to Clef for 94 Papa, thanks.
okay. I think we are on VNAV right now. I think VNAV. Let's see here. Yeah, we are. This color reflects that autopilot, and in this case here navigation is set, so LNAV and then VNAV. We've done good on fuel. Everything looks good. We had a good run. Alright, if y'all have any suggestions of what I should fly back to Greensboro, let me know. In fact, it may not be Greensboro. We might fly to Atlanta. We may go Miami to Atlanta. Shorter flight. And Atlanta is a custom airport also. And it'll look real nice. So y'all, if you haven't seen the Atlanta custom airport, that may be the flagship. That's close to being a flagship for Nimbus, their airports.
Flight 110, contact Miami approach on 118.1.
Alright, we just hit.
Contacting Miami approach on 118.1, Eagle Flight 110. Miami approach, Eagle Flight 110 afternoon, maintaining 2500 feet.
2500 feet.
Eagle Flight 110, Miami approach. Good afternoon, Miami altimeter 3008.
I physically can't.
30 for Siri Tree Tree. Altimeter 3008, Eagle Flight 110.
Is that all of us? I saw like
I do like the interface. That's good. Just to be able to interface with that pop out. $60 miles out. Currently en route to the Rhodes waypoint. I think we need to take the Airbus A321 Neo. I think we'll take a full load back to what do you say? We go to we can go to Charlotte or to Atlanta. We can pick up one of those flights. We've just gone to flaps 1. 48 miles out. Once again, we're going straight to roads right now. We're direct to roads. Never figured out what caused that crash. Like in the first, when I was at the gate in Greensboro, I never really figured that out. I was trying to attribute it maybe to
Eagle Flight 110, contact Palm Beach approach on 123.625.
Switching to Palm Beach approach on 123.625. Eagle Flight 1. Palm Beach approach, Eagle Flight 110. Good afternoon, maintaining 2500 feet.
Eagle Flight 110, Palm Beach approach. Good afternoon, Miami, altimeter 3006.
Good afternoon, Miami, altimeter 3006, Eagle Flight 110.
Anyway, we never really figured out like the root cause of what caused the crash.
Good morning, Prestige 101, flight level 2.1. Airline 110, Vector to Merlin. Prestige 101.
Prestige 101, climb and maintain flight level 210.
Climb and maintain 210, Prestige 101.
Alright, is there any other modes? So on our checklist, for approach age, frequency, and courses are all set. Altimeters are set. External lights are set. We're good. I think we're good. We're 31 nautical miles from roads. Speed limit is 250 knots. Prepare the cabin for arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing for our arrival into Miami. Please ensure your seatbelts are fastened. Your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright positions, and all carry-on items are securely stowed. The weather in Miami is currently 80 degrees Fahrenheit with no clouds and no precipitation. We appreciate your cooperation as we get ready to land.
Echo Lima, contact Miami Center on 135.175.
Alright, let's start looking at our flight plan. So, roads is 210 knots. We should be set right for arrival. That's what you want your captain to say. Set. I think it's okay. Alright, we're going with medium brakes. We're currently at flaps 1 at
Eagle Flight
210.
110, contact Miami approach on 118.1.
Contacting Miami approach on 118.1. Eagle Flight 110. Miami approach, Eagle Flight 110 afternoon, maintaining level 2500.
Eagle Flight 110, Miami approach. Good afternoon. Miami altimeter 3005.
Altimeter 3005, Eagle Flight 110.
Yeah, you got a little bit of rain there.
Eagle Flight 110, direct Basho. Cleared for the ILS runway 26 left approach, roads transition.
Direct Basho, cleared for the ILS runway 26 left approach, roads transition. Eagle Flight 110.
Right, direct Basho. We're 20 miles out. Direct. We're going to direct Basho, setting up for approach. Welcome to Miami. Brian, do me an approach briefing, please.
arriving in Miami on runway 26 left using the ILS approach. We'll be flying the Coastal 3 arrival. Transition level is 18,000 feet. After the star, we'll intercept the ILS to runway 26 left. Weather at arrival shows winds 320 at 9 knots. Broken clouds at 900 feet. No significant weather expected. In the event of a missed approach, we'll follow the published missed approach procedure. Squawk code remains 1277, and approach frequency will be 118.1. We'll configure for landing with flaps 30. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
I believe you're correct.
We're cleared for the ILS approach to runway 26 left via roads transition, continuing direct to Basho.
Miami approach, Eagle Flight 110. Cleared for the ILS runway 26 left approach via roads transition, direct Basho.
American 2974. Climb and maintain flight level 220.
Climb maintain flight level 220 for American 2974.
Climb maintain flight down start Congo American 2974.
Localizer is active.
Eagle Flight 110, contact Miami Tower on 118.3.
Gear down.
Contacting Miami Tower on 118.3. Eagle Flight 110. Miami Tower, Eagle Flight 110 afternoon. We're established on the ILS approach for runway 26 left.
Eagle Flight 110, Miami Tower, roger. Continue approach runway 26 left.
We're at flaps 3. And we've captured. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Eagle Flight 110, Miami Tower, winds 320 at 9er. Runway 26 left, clear to land.
Cleared to land runway 26 left, Eagle Flight 110.
And we're at flaps 4. It's kind of a cool shot. Right. Checking speed. Descent rate. Looking good.
Durell 667, contact departure.
Departure on Darwin 667, good day.
Jamaica 601, welcome to Miami. Contact ground on 132.375.
Contact ground 133.75. Or Jamaica
1,000.
We're staying it right here, about 700 feet per minute. Looks good.
500.
Count it down. Okay. There we go.
Approaching minimums.
Continue.
Minimums. 200. Minimum. 100.
Flight slow.
50, 40,
Throttle.
30,
Throttle.
20, 10.
Reversers are active.
Eagle Flight 110, contact ground on 121.8.
Switching to ground on 121.8, Eagle Flight 110. Miami ground, Eagle Flight 110, cleared of runway 26 left, ready to taxi to the gate. Good afternoon.
Eagle Flight 110, Miami ground, taxi to concourse D gate 53 via Mike 4, Mike Yankee, Yankee 1. Good day.
Concourse D gate 53, Mike 4, Mike Yankee, Yankee 1, Eagle Flight 110.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miami. We hope you enjoyed your flight with us. Did you know that Miami is known for its vibrant nightlife and beautiful beaches? It's also home to the largest collection of Art Deco architecture in the world. Thank you for flying with American Eagles. Please remain seated until we have reached our final parking position. On behalf of Captain Steve Good, First Officer Brian Song, and the entire crew, we wish you a pleasant stay in Miami. The local time here is 2:27 in the afternoon.
American
If you have a
495, push and
connecting
start
flight,
approved, tail
please
east.
listen closely. We have a flight number 235 to New York departing at 3:15 from gate D12, and flight number 456 to Chicago, departing at 3:45 from gate C8.
That's my place. Yay! Found it. That was easy. Brake on. Alright, go ahead and get us some external power. Okay. And what do you say? You want to, let's see, we'll go ahead and take our engines down. Okay, so this actually was the terminal I went out on yesterday, and the but there was actually a jetway. There actually is a jetway. You have to walk. You walk from the main terminal here. There's a waiting area there. You got to walk all the way down this hallway here. Well, before I cut off this, let's see if we can get a replay in. Sometimes it fusses a little bit on the replays. So we'll try it. Talk replay. That wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. It was a little bit. I think there wasn't a lot of flare, as much flare as needed, but great suspension, great, you know, everything. Great.
Delta 328, Miami ground, push and start approved, tail south.
Push and start approved, tail south.
I'm stuck on minions.
That's great. All right, so long from Miami. We'll pick up a flight with an A321neo probably here shortly with Delta.